Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be installing the Maxzina Fender Flares for the 2022 Ford Maverick. I believe it's 22 up to 24. Don't quote me on that, I'll have to look that up again. Not sure it'll fit the newer body style, at least the front end. But I'm also doing the mud flaps because the Ford factory mud flaps will not work with the Fender Flares. These are 3-piece Fender Flares. They have 3 pieces. They use similar style hardware that's already in the truck fender wells to install it, and it comes with the tools and an adhesion promoter, but you shouldn't have to have any other tools. That's up to you if you want to use something else. I'm going to use my own alcohol pads today, and I got a few extra of the hardware pieces, the plastic for the fender wells. Now, it doesn't come with the instructions necessarily. It tells you what the pieces are, but you can scan this code here and go online. They actually have an install videos already for these. If you don't want to watch mine, then go watch those, but I'm going to try to be a little bit more thorough because they don't talk in theirs at all. Now, you're going to take this one, or you could use the plastic one that also came with it. This metal one came with it, but these just slide in here, just down in there. You just got to pop that center part out like that, but just you got to do all of them all the way around. Actually, this one here is going to be for the mud flap, so I'm just taking them all out now. I'm not going to worry about it because I know the bottom piece starts here, and then we're going to be taking the rest of them out for the fender. And now that I have all those pieces out, I'm going to take this alcohol pad. I'm not using their adhesion promoter that they have, and I'm doing this whole area because this is roughly where the tape will go. Just clean the whole area, folks. It's going to be covered up, and with any luck you'll never see any of this again if the fender flares hold up and you don't have any accidents. But now what I'm going to do is let that dry for a second, and then I'm going to do something a little different than they do in their video. All right, folks, the slight variation I'm going to do in their video, they have you put all 3 pieces of this together and then try to stick it on there all at once. I'm actually going to do something that makes it, I think, a little bit easier. I'm going to put the back piece on first, and then once that's mounted, that'll help hold the other 2 pieces together as I'm mounting them onto the fender. So just to start off, you're going to want to peel all of the backer. You're going to want to peel all of the backer off of here, and then all of the backer off of this part. But you just want to take a little piece of this off. You don't want to have it all off there yet, just enough so you have a little bit hanging out. So when you go to mount it, and then you get it into position, then you pull it off and stick it on there permanently. Again, folks, we're taking all of this one off the small piece. It's just going to be too hard to get it because it goes underneath the fender there. And we just got this one started a little bit. And now this is where I'm going to put the 2 pieces together. I already started that one as well. Again, they just snap together. They don't snap together, they just slide together. But just make sure that it goes inside like that. And then you're going to go up here, line it up with the holes on the one you already installed. Might have to push on it a little bit, get it lined up, but that piece is there together. I'm going to push this up so the holes line up the best I can, and then of course I'm going to use all new stuff. I think it's just better to use new stuff myself, but again, you can reuse them if you want. I'm just pushing these all back into the holes, all the new pieces, just there. That shoves in there. Pretty self-explanatory once you get going on it. Again, folks, once these are all in there, make sure they're nice and tight in there. Now you will take your backing tape off the rest of the way. That's why you want to have it up to where you can actually get to it. This one's down a little bit low. I'm going to have to finagle that one out of there. Again, folks, like I said, once you get the tape backer off there, just go around the edges and just keep pushing it on there. That had to go underneath too. Like these pieces here go underneath, so make sure they got in there okay. And that's all sealed off. Just like I said, you should do this on a hot day too. Honestly, I think it works better on a hot day, but if you do it on a cold day, you could always use a hair dryer. So heat the surface up first, then put the piece on, and then kind of heat it and just hold it, work it back and forth. Just, you got to have a warm, dry surface to mount stuff like this. All right, folks, now I'm going to install the mud flap back here. These are also labeled as well, right rear. It's a nice fit too, because they got the fender line there. It's already designed to go with these Fender Flares. Sits right in there. We already took the plastic push thing out. Now what we got to do, I got my own wrench socket, folks, but this is an 8mm. It does come with a wrench if you want to use a wrench that came with it, not your own tools, but I prefer to use socket versus an open-end wrench. But just pull these out. This is a really simple install, honestly, but again, fits in there perfect. Body plug in, whatever, and your two 8mm screws. I'm reusing the ones that were on the truck, folks. As I said, the kit comes with new ones. I didn't bother to open the kit. I'm just using my own stuff that I already had. But just tighten these down, and then we'll move on to the front fender flare. Before we go to the front fender flare, I'm going to show you there is a gap right there between the mud flap and the fender flare. I kind of wish they would have kind of sealed this off, since they're meant to go together, honestly. I don't know, maybe I'll throw a little paint or something in there to protect it, but that's the one thing I wish they would have done. They should have had this go up just a little bit higher, just so it seats together in there like that. They made the cutout there for the mud flap, and it goes right up underneath that fender pretty good, but there's still that gap there, and I know for sure snow and ice and everything else is going to pack up in here, and water will go down in there. I'll probably have issues later on, but truck's already got 100,000 miles on it pretty much, folks. I'm just doing stuff to kind of cover up where it's already got some scratches, and just to protect it, have it last me a few more years. All right, folks, now that we're starting with the front one, I'm going to try and do the same thing, but I'm going to show you there's only 2 holes on this first piece, but there are 4 plastic plugs along here. You do not have to take all 4 of those out, folks. You're only going to take 2 of them out, the top one and the bottom one. And then that's right below where your front bumper and your front fender kind of separate there. But I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to get this all cleaned up. I'm going to pull all those plugs out. Again, I'm going to try and show you the best I can on camera. It's a little dark back in here now, but just get your tool down in there. Again, we're taking the bottom one out right here. Trying to get it in there the best I can so you can see it. Pull that out. And then not this one, not this one, but you want this one, number 4. So you want 1 and 4 on the front fenders. Pop those. You want a clean surface before you stick anything on there. I already wiped it down with the glass cleaner. Now I just got to hit the whole surface again with an alcohol pad. You're basically trying to make sure all the dirt and any waxes or any other chemicals that are on there that would stop the 3M tape on there from sticking. So I'm just going right here on this line, basically right above where they have like an indentation in the fender. This side of the truck was also hit, unfortunately. There's a nice little divot right there, so we'll see how that goes. You gotta love it, man. You buy a nice vehicle, people don't give a shit. And I always park away from the rest of the traffic too, but there's a nice little dent right there. The other side got hit too, so both sides have a little damage, and I'm going to be hiding it with these fender flares today. Again, folks, just like we did on the back, we're removing this piece completely and just starting this piece, and we're going to mount this on here where the 2 plastic body mount. We're going to have this one on there secured so it's easier to mount the last 2. That's just the way I decided to do it. That's not how they do it in their video, which I think my way is better. I think it's easier to do this, but slide that in there. And again, we're just push that one in, get this one lined up and pushed in. It's not pushing in for me. I got to get it lined up better, but then we can hook up in there with the other 2 pieces. All right, folks, there's only 4 more of those plugs we got to pull out. This one, you see one there, it's hard to see, and one right here. I believe this one we leave in there because there's only 3 holes in that center one, so I'm going to pull them out now. This one is only held on with 1 of them, and then it's taped. And folks, I'm just starting the tape on these now. For some reason, they're missing a thing of tape on the bottom of this one. I think I'm going to add a piece here, but again, we're going to snap these 2 pieces together like we did on the back one. And hopefully I'm not blocking the camera, but again, the same thing with this. Now that we have this piece in there to kind of hold it together, we're going to pop these in and then get this all lined up with the holes again. See, the bottom of this one has to push up on there, and my first hole is lined up, so we're going to stick one of the pins in. We'll call them plastic pins from now on. That one's in there. It's on there pretty secure now, so now we'll just go and put all the pins back in all the holes. Okay, now that all the plugs are in, we're going to remove all our backing for our tape, and as easy as that goes, we're just going to press on it now. Make sure everything's lined up, and we're going to press it down. Again, you're going to want to do this for a couple minutes. I think this is a pretty good system, honestly. Again, so far my only complaint is I think I would still rather have a one-piece Fender flare on here. It would have been a lot easier to install, I think, as a one-piece versus three pieces. Less failure points, honestly. Now we're going to go ahead and do the final step. We're going to put the mud flap again, the same as the back, folks. We're removing one plastic plug here for this mud flap, and it's two 8mm screws. That's all we need to hold that on. Take that one out, take that one out. Again, you can use the included tools or your own 8mm socket. All right, folks, after you remove your plugs and your two screws, this has a nice fit to it, folks. It has that little pocket right there. That way you know for sure you're on the right side. But for this one, I'm gonna put the body plug in first on the bottom just to secure it. Like, I think it makes it easier to do that. We've used a new one for that. And again, I'm just reusing the two 8mm screws that came out of here. 8mm socket, a little bit easier than that open end wrench they give you. I think those would be nice. I still see there's going to be a little bit of a gap though above the mud flap between there and the fender flare. I would say, other than being three pieces and those gaps, it's not a bad kit. We'll do a little walk around afterwards, but basically you do the same thing on both sides, folks. I'm not going to do the entire video of every single one because it's all the same. It's pretty simple. Well, that's it. The plug's in there and it does fit back in there nice, folks. They even got it to where it fits over the little crease back there and sits in that hole, so that hole's not getting filled up with shit like it was without fender flares and mud flaps. That's what they look like. I think they look pretty good on there. Again, it's covering up a lot of scratches and stuff I already had in the 97,000 miles I've driven it. I usually take pretty good care of my stuff, folks, but other people don't give a shit about your property, so this should help protect it and have it last a little bit longer. Anyway, I think they look pretty good. What do you think? Well, there you have it, folks. Maxzina Fender Flares and mud flaps for the 2022 and up Ford Maverick. Again, I don't think this will fit the newer front end style necessarily. Pretty sure the mud flaps probably will. I'm sure they're the same from here back. Just, I'm not sure how they would be right here. You just have to go and check out their website. You can also buy these things off of Amazon, folks. But all in all, I'd give them probably 4.5, maybe 4 out of 5 stars if you want solid numbers. But I say my only complaint is that they're a 3-piece kit and the tiny little gap back in there, because you know damn well the rust and salt and everything's going to want to build up back in there. So I may have to throw something in there, maybe some rubberized undercoating, I don't know. Don't forget to check out all my other Maxzina videos too. I've got the 2 underhood videos I did for them back in the spring. Check them out. I'll leave the links in the description. I'll also leave a link in the description for the fender flares and the mud flaps.